The intensity is great, man. It's competitive, especially when you get out there. You know, we all want to win.
The game is never over, so, you know, you got to keep fighting to the end.
I love playing with these guys. To be able to do it once again after leaving school is truly a great blessing.
Blue and gold, Marquette University. We had a lot of blue and gold in the crowd today. It's a great, great feeling.
It is crazy to think about playing for $2 million.
Teams are fighting to win that $2 million.
When you're little, you never think you'll have a shot for $2 million.
For the win. Good!
That would be a first if that was me. It'll be something that hopefully will go down in the memories of TBT history.
Loose ball, picked up, right in, and Carmen's Crew wins it.
The stakes are high. I don't think they can get much higher. It's either you take first or you might as well just lose in the first round.
A gorgeous Chicago Tuesday evening, providing the perfect backdrop for a midsummer basketball battle. Carmen's Crew against the Golden Eagles, the alumni teams representing Ohio State and Marquette. Their fans, their alums, have turned out in full force tonight as we crown a champion of TBT in 2019. The winner walks out with $2 million. The loser with 0. We had 4 #1 seeds make it to the semifinals. Carmen's Crew and the Golden Eagles advance to tonight's championship game. Good evening, everybody. Bob Rathman, Fran Fraschilla, Jen Hale joins in a moment. This is the 6th TBT, and by far, it has been the best TBT.
It's had the most talent, and this talent is as good as you could get outside the NBA. We have the added bonus tonight of 2 alumni teams with great chemistry, guys you've heard of. And then finally, Bob, this is the ultimate reality TV, because the stress and pressure of playing for $2 million is absolutely palpable in this building. One player tonight is going to make a shot in about 2 hours from now that's going to allow his team to win the whole $2 million. The other team gets a handshake.
And that player might be David Lighty. The former Buckeye standout was the man who was the hero in the 4th quarter to engineer the big upset over Overseas Elite, the 4-time champs, and get Carmen's Crew to the final.
Absolutely. 13 in the 4th when they needed it most. And he was outstanding. He's averaging 15 in the tournament. But I'm going to tell you, not a lot of bigger baskets in his career than that one right there. But one of the keys now for both teams is going to be the play of Aaron Craft, who's as good or better than he's ever been when you remember him at Ohio State. His defense has been absolutely terrorizing in the TBT.
And when we get to the Elam ending, down the stretch, it might be Kraft guarding a guy like Travis Diener, who is doing it one more time.
37 years old. His young teammates love playing with him. He's been so clutch through the years, and just as big on Sunday. Take a look. And this guy is being chased by Father Time, who hasn't caught him yet.
Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. And for that, we go to public address announcer Chris Del Sordo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the $2 million winner-take-all TBT championship game between the #1 seed out of the Columbus region, Carmen's Crew, and the #1 seed out of the Wichita region, Golden Eagles Alumni. Golden Eagles Alumni will be the away team on the scoreboard, and Carmen's Crew will be the home team. Golden Eagles Alumni is led by General Manager Dan Fitzgerald and their head coach, Joe Chapman. And Carmen's Crew is led by General Manager Evan Turner and their head coach, Jared Sullinger. And now for the starting lineups, brought to you by the Air Force Reserve. For the Wichita Regional Champs, Golden Eagles Alumni. A 5'8" point guard from Marquette University, #4, Maurice Acker. A 6'1" guard from Marquette University, #12, Derek Wilson. A 6'3" guard from Marquette University, number 3, Dwight Bikes. A 6'5" wing from the University of Oregon, number 5, Elgin Cook. And a 6'7" forward from Marquette University, number 0, Jamil Wilson. And for the Columbus Regional Champs, Carmen's Crew. A 6'2" point guard from The Ohio State University, number 4, Aaron Kraft. A 6'5" shooting guard from The Ohio State University, number 23, David Lighty. A 6'6" wing from The Ohio State University, number 44, William Buford. A 6'2" power forward from Otterbein College, number 11, Jeff Gibbs. And a 6'8" center from The Ohio State University, number 24, Evan Ravenel.
The starting lineups were brought to you by Air Force Reserve. Explore your opportunities with the Air Force Reserve. Now let's welcome in Jen Hale with a very familiar face. Jen.
Indeed, Bob. Perennial NBA All-Star Chris Paul really needs no introduction, but folks might not know he has been a fan and watching TBT for years. Chris, what is it about this tournament that attracts you?
And it's the intensity. It's getting to see a lot of familiar faces, seeing guys compete at a high level, and it's always to see guys compete for $2 million.
When that much money's on the line, you play hard. How would you describe the basketball that fans and viewers are about to watch?
Man, it's so intense, especially these two teams. They both play hard. You got Bikes that's out there. You got Aaron Kraft, Lighty, all these guys. But it's just that sense of family and like community, like you playing for each other. We had a team this year. Unfortunately, we lost. But you got the old head, Travis Diener, who hit the game winner to bring them to the championship. So it's exciting, hard-fought basketball.
Will you be back next year with your team?
Absolutely, absolutely. And hopefully we get the championship. But here, I'm just here as a fan.
Well, enjoy the game, and thanks for your time, Chris.
No problem. Thank you, Jen.
Bob, back to you.
Thank you. And there is Aaron Kraft getting ready to go up against the Marquette alums here in Chicago. And we welcome you as you just joined us after watching the Little League World Series. And we are getting set for the championship game. If you're seeing TBT for the first time, we play 4 9-minute quarters, 6 personal fouls to be disqualified. And after 5 team fouls, all fouls are 2-shot fouls, no 1-and-1, although we basically play with collegiate rules, with this major exception, international goaltending rules. After the ball hits the rim, any player can play the ball except on those free throws. Each team with 3 30s and 1 full for timeouts. Only 2 of those 30s carry over to the second half. But something that's gaining traction across the country is what's been happening in TBT, and that's the Elam ending.
Oh, it's great now. When the first dead ball under 4, you shut the clock off, you add 8 to the team score that's leading, and it's just like you played in the schoolyard at the Y to a target score, and we are underway, Bob Rathman.
Carmen's Crew in white, the Golden Eagles in blue, and this is Lighty, the hero of the 4th quarter, here on Sunday to get Carmen's Crew into the championship. A step back, first shot of the night is nothing but net for William Buford.
What a TBT William Buford has had, shooting over 60%. Both of these teams were locked in at the shoot-around today.
And a 3-ball out of the corner opens Elgin Cook's night. He, too, has had a spectacular tournament.
He really has. He played at Oregon, but he grew up in Milwaukee, and he knows a lot of these Marquette Golden Eagle alums.
Buford is stripped. And the Golden Eagles leak out. Bikes kicks it ahead to Wilson. Rhythm bounce for 3. And Lighty clears the rebound. Lighty fumbles. is able to recover. Kraft keeps it away from Wilson. Inside. Power forward at 6'2". Jeff Gibbs misses. Reese Acker the other way.
Another guy that can light it up from deep, and so can this guy.
In and out. Jamil Wilson had a tough end to his game here Sunday. Missed his last 9 shots.
He did. Good matchup right here. Aaron Kraft has been really steady offensively.
Buford goes cross court. Kraft an air ball. White Bikes owned Wichita. Not spectacular here.
Important for him to get going, I think.
Taken away by Wilson. Lob goes Ravenel, but a foul on the pass.
One thing you can tell, Bob, these teams are feeling each other out. Both of these teams, I believe, are going to be locked in defensively tonight.
Hands on the body. Hands on the body.
64 turnovers forced by the Carmen Crew defense. Ravenel with the jam.
Eric Ravenel was only a role player on some of those really good Ohio State teams, but he has really improved during his career in Japan. Getting the start tonight.
Cook from the top. Good block out by Lighty. Carmen's Crew going for a post up, and it's deflected. Buford wins it back. Shot clock runs at 20. 30-second shot clock. Buford from the corner.
Oh, man. You can't be any hotter than this guy has been throughout the tournament. And he makes shots with players in his grill.
He is shooting 59% on threes in TBT.
That's why he's a tremendous European player. By the way, a free agent.
Acker with a crossover and the step back.
All right, folks. This is what you're watching when you watch the TBT, because the skill level of these guys is way better than it was when they played in college.
And a lot of guys in this game went to the Final Four. That's an offensive foul on Jeff Gibbs for the push-off.
Well, Jeff Gibbs doesn't like that call. He's 6'2". He played at Otterbein in Columbus, where he was an All-American and a national champion. I asked him before the game, Bob. He said his wingspan is 7 feet. He's been a professional player for 16 seasons.
Cook gets in, and that's going to be a foul. Offensive on Elgin Cook.
3 excellent officials tonight. Brian O'Connell, Clarence Armstrong, Keith Kimball. Let's take a look now. Is there a discard? There you go. Easy call. Keith Kimball, who was in the Final Four this year in Minneapolis, on the call.
Aaron Kraft works the pick and roll with Ravenel. Now gets another one from Gibbs. Open for 3. Here's Bikes. Went behind his back. And the contact from William Buford.
Butler.
Well, you mentioned it, Bob. Dwight Bikes, the former Detroit Piston, was sensational in Wichita, but very quiet here in Chicago. Unfortunately, the Golden Eagles have a lot of versatility, and you're seeing it now come off the bench.
Jared Sullinger is the head coach at Carmen's Crew. He's done a masterful job in his first taste of head coaching in TBT. Runs in the family, though.
It does. His dad, Satch, longtime high school coach, is here tonight. And playing for Thad Matta, Doc Rivers, and Brad Stevens doesn't hurt either.
Andrew Rousey now in for the Marquette alums. And he's looking to get on track, too. He's had a quiet week in Chicago. Rousey kicks it out. Cook fires. Lighty the pull-up.
Solid defense early, both ways. Every shot being challenged right now. You see how good the team defense is as well with the switching and the communication.
Rousey went behind the back, saves it, chased out to midcourt, and Rousey is able to slam it off LaQuinn Ross and out of bounds.
Andrew Rousey, the transfer to Marquette from UNC Asheville, 2,000 points in his college career. He spent his rookie year last year in Hungary.
Turnover. Buford. Lighty gives it back. 7-5, Carmen's Crew. Ross off the glass. His first two.
He can score.
His first TBT.
Yeah, played for the Memphis Grizzlies G League team last year. He's a bucket getter if he gets going.
Cook. Blocking foul. David Lighty. Brings us to a timeout. 3:33 to go. Opening quarter. TBT championship from Chicago. TBT 2019. The $2 million winner-take-all basketball tournament is presented by Puma Basketball.
So you know why we do? I'll tell you. This shit like repping in the neighborhood when they got motherfucking money on the game.
You take good defensive play.
That's it. Grab. Dribble handoff. As that dribble handoff happens, Light, back screen. Just get out the way. We're going right back to CP on the wing.
With their share of the $2 million sent with Zell.
If I win,
wheel into the post. Everybody go get Lighty. Everybody go get Lighty. Okay.
Box out here. Box out here, brother.
What will the players do with their share of the $2 million sent with Zell?
If I win, I'm looking, to invest.
I got 3 kids, so I'll probably put it in the 529 fund.
Put some away for my family, and maybe take a nice trip.
I think I have celebrate with the guys first and foremost, and then take my family on a little vacation and try to get out the country a little bit.
Tonight, this year's TBT champions will receive their share of the $2 million prize payout sent with Zell.
That's a lot of money, and this guy, Joe Chapman, former guard at Marquette, has done a great job of not only having a training camp, but the walkthroughs, the film sessions, and we watched him today, Bob. I honestly think he could be a Division I head coach someday, but he's got an academy in Milwaukee, you ready for this, with 900 kids and 33 AAU teams, but very impressive young coach.
And I know when a young coach impresses you with the way they handle practice and shoot-arounds a day of the game, that carries a lot of weight.
Absolutely. I've seen a lot of good coaches. He's outstanding.
The 4th point for Elgin Cook. Carmen's Crew leading it 9-6, 3:20 left, opening period. TBT championship game. Buford, little long, Rousey in to claim it. And Travis Diener in the ball game, looking to fire. Rousey from deep.
He can make that. He's made it his whole career.
Having a tough time though in TBT, 27% outside the arc. 9-6. The Golden Eagles are now 1 of 6 on threes. Ross feeds to Lighty. Deflected. Stripped and a foul. This will be a shooting foul. ESPN 8, The Ocho, is back for the 3rd year. Wackier events than normal, Fran. Lawnmower racing. I like that. Cherry pit spitting, the acrobatic pizza trials, and the live World Cornhole Championship. Just some of the events you'll see all day tomorrow on ESPN2 and the ESPN app.
I saw a guy tearing one of those pizzas into a calzone. That's not easy. David Lighty out of Cleveland, Villa Angeles St. Joe's. A great program up there. His high school coach Ted Kwasniak's watching. It's the home of Clark Kellogg and
Golics.
The Golick boys, yep. Desmond Howard, Elvis Gerback. Great tradition.
11-6. Carmen's Crew very impressed with Carmen Crew's defensive effort early.
Yes, sir. No, they are. There's no question about it. They know what's at stake.
Diener to Charlo. Mo misses the 3. Tip, no.
Great job on the defensive glass by Carmen's Crew. One and done.
Shooter in the house, John Diebler.
I got you. Don't fall down on me.
And from behind,
Shoot it, but
Terrell
don't lay down on me.
McNeil
That's
commits
all
the
we ask.
personal.
Okay.
I'm gonna break my ankle. Hey, I'm talking to you.
That young man right there, the all-time leading scorer at Marquette, Terrell McNeil.
Huh?
The referee,
Exactly.
Clarence Armstrong, is mic'd for us tonight.
We're not gonna have that. Hey, we're not gonna have that today.
He's the officer on the beat. That's Officer Armstrong.
Cross back irons, gets his own miss.
Pegram, little hip check.
Another one. Off the mark, and the rebound comes to McNeil. Courtney Pegram, number 2, coming up on Acker. Here's Wilson. Spin, Diener for 2.
37 years old. He's going to play one more season in Italy. Still has it.
11-8. Ross. Minute 10 to go, first period. Ross, pump fake, spinorama for the basket, his second. Former Buckeye, played in Columbus from 11 to 14. Diener coming down the wing.
Golden Eagles don't have any offensive flow right now. Part of that is excellent defense.
McNeil with a tough fadeaway.
And they are not getting any offensive rebounds.
Diebler over Diener. That is what he does.
One of the best shooters to ever play at Ohio State, and still the all-time leading scorer in the state of Ohio, high school basketball.
His 12th three-pointer in 6 TBT games.
Be ready to pull the trigger.
Final seconds of the first period. Shot clock, game clock together. Acker off the high screen. Looking with 5, 4. Charlo gives it up. Diener couldn't get it off in time. And the first period comes to an end. A defensive clinic by Carmen's Crew in the first period, limiting Diener and company to only 8 points. The championship game underway from the Windy City. Carmen's Crew 16, Golden Eagles 8.
T.
Yo, if we get movement on offense, we can get whatever we want.
Yes, right now we're playing to their speed right now.
Right.
We're being hectic. We're being hectic right now.
Defensively, we're boxing out, giving them shots, challenging shots. We can get whatever we want offensively.
Right.
So as long as our defense is we're straight.
Yeah.
Right now,
well, offensively, we got to take our time.
So that's on them to take their time. What I'm saying is, like I said, we can do anything we want on one team. But the transition, we call a way, single away, like this corner, and then we run to the corner, so we get to the corner, so stay crap at the ball.
Hey, you want to let's bring them move. They're going to mess up the foot.
Hey, yo, keep on the ass.
Keep boxing out. Keep getting rebound. Keep getting rebound.
Right now. Hey, Light, who in? Right here. Hey, good defensive intensity. But hey, on offense, we got to get in something. Right now, we're very loose. We got horns. We can always go horns, get it side to side. You got pop that gets it side to side. Naked side ball screens like what Will and Evan had. It's always open. It's always open. Hey,
stop, baby.
in transition, it's okay to point and tell them go away. Down screens is huge. Play off down screens, play off pin downs, keep getting the shots we want. Please stay aggressive.
Hey.
Hey, good defensive intensity. But hey, on offense, we got to get in something. Right now, we're very loose. We got horns. We can always go horns, get it side to side. You got pop that gets it side to side. Naked side ball screens like what Will and Evan had. It's always open. It's always open. Hey,
Stop, baby.
in transition.
Pretty good job there by Jared Sullinger. And he's got some help. Evan Turner, Atlanta Hawks Evan Turner, who is an assistant coach on Carmen's crew. Of course, a great Buckeye. And it's a brotherhood, as we've seen with both of these teams. Just to see these guys reuniting here in Chicago to play for $2 million.
Let's get more from Jen Hale.
Yeah, Bob. Jared Sullinger, he's gotten a little bit of extra help thanks to all of his years in the NBA, 4 years with the Celtics. He picked up several things he's using tonight from Brad Stevens, Doc Rivers, and then, of course, his college coach, Thad Matta. So basketball fans will probably recognize, especially on offense, some of the moves that Sully learned while he was in the NBA and in college.
Golden Eagles shot 3 of 10, 1 of 7 on threes in that first quarter. Did not have an offensive rebound. Bikes, though, with what he can do with that strong body, takes him to the hole.
He has to score points for this team tonight. Ohio State's Carmen's crew so good defensively, they've got to find more weapons.
16-10 game. Our Wednesday night baseball matchup tomorrow features 2 of the top sluggers in the National League. Christian Yelich leads the Brewers, speaking of Milwaukee, against Josh Bell and the Pirates in the series finale at PNC. 7 Eastern, 6 Central on ESPN and the ESPN app. Yelich with 39 home runs to lead Major League Baseball. Elgin Cook committing a foul in that last play, sending David Lighty to the line. The most wins in Ohio State history when he graduated. And when Lighty got done in Columbus, he had played the most games in NCAA history. 17-10.
Yeah, great career now playing in France. He's had a long run overseas as well. This is the guy, Bikes, who can put points on the board quickly. Good hands.
He never got a chance. The slap away, Diebler.
Courtney Pegram poked it away, and he looked back at Bikes as to say, you did it to me once, not a second time. Pegram played at East Tennessee State.
Wilson, and that is a welcome sign for the Golden Eagles.
No question, Bikes and Wilson especially have to start to heat up. They need more options than just one player.
Diebler shoots it over McNeil. That time it's an air ball. And McNeil walks away shaking his head. No, 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 not this time.
Take a look now. Watch Diebler. Gets to the line. Bang. And then Jameel Wilson, who has been red hot in this tournament and has deep range, former LA Clipper, knocks it down.
The Golden Eagles have scored 79 or more points in 4 of their 5 games. Trying to find that rhythm. Diener had a look, gave it up. Bikes to the hole.
This is the Dwight Bikes we saw in Wichita.
When he had 25, 28, and 34.
And I wouldn't say passive here in Chicago, but he has to be a scorer for this team.
Aaron Craft comes through. Buford deals it inside to Gibbs. Travis Diener hits the brakes. Wilson. Diener a look. There is magic in that arm, ladies and gentlemen. 20-18, just like that.
Great ball movement as well. They made the extra pass twice.
The Marquette faithful getting excited here, and what a crowd to watch the championship game tonight.
Good ball movement. 1 pass, 2 passes, and Diener's open. Boom!
I got it.
Craft all the way. First 2 for Aaron.
Scouting report was don't let him go right. Force him left. Not that time.
Buggs has him on his back. Golden Eagles intensity picking up. Acker.
The skill level and the shot making against good defense, always impressive.
And Gibbs an offensive foul as Wilson got up tight, and Wilson through the arm. Second foul on Jeff.
Triple. Understood. Look at me. Understood. I'm just talking to both of you. I'm talking to both of you. I'm just trying to save you, bro. That's all. I'm just letting you know. I'm just telling you what I want you to do. Don't get into it with him unless it's a foul on you. That's all. That's all. I'm trying to tell him. That's all.
You're gonna flip it to trial. Then you going.
That's what you call preventive officiating right there.
You're in the middle.
And this is a strong crew. Has to be.
$2 million on the line.
Yep. Good matchup, Bikes and Craft.
Bikes moves in. Cook saves it. Goes to work on Ravenel. Off the glass, no. Aaron Craft. Buford back to Craft. Had a notion.
Missed it early from there. The air ball, he didn't want to take it.
Bikes screen. Golden Eagles switch. Cook out top on Lighty.
You know, that's his territory. That's his real estate. Mid-range. David Lighty murdered from the mid-range.
Garmin's Crew back up to a 3-point advantage. Under 5 to go in the second. Wilson dumps it down. Perfect pass. A jam for Elgin Cook.
The breakdown was there because Wilson is such a threat. He caused a little discombobulation.
Like a magnet. Draws those defenders. 24-23. Lighty to the hole. No good. Loose ball picked up by Acker. Diener. Racing to find an open spot, but Diebler right with him. Diebler puts it up. Diener rather puts it up, and this one will be over the back and a foul.
Well, you have to be concerned, Bob, with Jameel Wilson. So watch what happens. Both defenders come out because he's such a threat, and Cook gets behind the defense, causes that confusion. And The former Oregon Duck has been such a valuable member of this Golden Eagle team in TBT.
He has to sit down now with his third first-half foul. Golden Eagles rising to the occasion here in the second quarter. And a reach around from McNeil, his second foul. Elgin Cook has been such a key contributor. This is a big loss here in the first half.
You know, it's a shorter game, Bob, so if it's me and I'm Joe Chapman, if I need Elgin Cook in the first half, I put him back. It's not 5 fouls, it's 6, so he's got 3 to play with.
Ravenel. Golden Eagles looking to take the advantage. They were down double digits early. Wilson hangs, misses.
Great blockouts all night long by the Carmen's Crew defense.
Leidy out of a double. Ravenel comes over to save it. Shot clock continues to run. Kraft. Acker beats Kraft and lays it in. And for the first time tonight, the Golden Eagles take the lead by 1.
Mo Acker, 5'8", about 150. When he came to Marquette, he was 145. Then he got on the weight program.
Kraft has it knocked out of bounds. Trying to find Diebler in the corner. Timeout. 3:11 to go in the second.
Aaron Kraft is as good a defender as you'll see, but take a look, Mo Acker, the Chicagoan, going for the cash. Cash money tonight.
Hey, we in 2-3 right here. All right, we're gonna hot the corner, right into man-to-man. They calling it 52. When that ball hits the corner, we trapping it hard. Rotate out of it. Don't leave the basket, though.
Hey,
all right?
Top guy, hey, that top guy, you gotta make sure you get all the way over. That's me.
Not that pass, bro.
Wait, who's in?
Hey, let's huddle up here. Let's huddle up out there. Huddle. Hey, ain't seen that one huddle yet, fam.
Who can make that pass? Charlo, you make it. DB, you set the back screen.
Let me get him.
All right, Mo, you here. Handoff to Derek. Handoff to another handoff. Rail, clear it. Back screen for Derek. If they help at all, pop out, shot. Go.
Here, Leidy, dive down. Rav, just come straight down the middle, okay? Come straight down the middle. Set a good screen, Light. Set a good screen. Just regular line on the 2-3 zone. They're going to fuck it up.
You get stopped, man.
Finish it, please.
Sometimes, hey, take your time and score, man. Take your time.
You'll see some of the most original and colorful TBT uniforms this tournament, so be sure to check them all out over at tbtgear.com and treat yourself to some great-looking TB2 apparel. And there are all the teams that have participated in 2019 TBT, and what a wonderful turnout here at Wintrust Arena in Chicago to watch it. This is the home arena for the Chicago Sky and the WNBA, and Thursday we'll have WNBA action for you on ESPN2. The Sparks in the game of the week will take on the Mercury. Phoenix were the top 2 scorers in the league, Brittany Griner and the ageless DeWanna Bonner. That comes along at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific on ESPN2 and the ESPN app. Well, the Golden Eagles turned the page in that second quarter. They had a very cold start, but they've warmed to the task.
They have a lot of firepower, and they've started to heat up a little bit. They can put 4 scorers on the court any one time.
Golden Eagles have hit 7 of 10 in this second period. Carmen's Crew the basketball. Ravenel had it deflected out of bounds.
I'll tell you, Acker and Wilson have been 2 pests this entire TBT. Derek Wilson is going to go to Sweden this year. Really impressive in this tournament. He's going to get he's going to go to a bigger country in the near future. Really good defender. On the ball right now.
The third 3 of the first half for John Diebler.
Bob, he might not even start his pro career season this year because his wife, Caitlin, is expecting twins in a month. He told us he's going to probably take them a couple months off.
Beautiful screen, and coming around, Derek Wilson lays it home.
I love that kid. He's gotten better and better since he left college, which is not unlike a lot of these guys.
And not that long ago.
Yeah.
Wilson played last season at Marquette, the 14-15 season. Bikes.
Yeah, this program has had so many great guards, Marquette. Bikes being one of them.
Rises to fire and connects.
Think about it. Butch Lee, Dwayne Wade, Tony Miller, a great Clevelander out of St. Joe's, Doc Rivers, it goes on and on.
How about they get the steal off the pressure? Diebler's hurt his hand, and a lay-in for Wilson. Diebler's hurt, and he's walking off the floor. Headed back to the locker room.
Well, it looks like it's his left hand, and I think they're going to see the trainer right away.
Golden Eagles came with the pressure, and Bikes was there for the steal, and I'm not sure, maybe the ball hit his hand. Look on the left part of your screen.
Yep, and his left hand right there. And I think the trainer's going to need to do a little work on him quickly, but fortunately, it's not a shooting hand.
Courtney Bigram will come in to take his place. Under 2 to play. And the Golden Eagles starting to take control here. Leading 31-27, that's a travel.
Good pressure by Charlo. Take a look. Mo Charlo, one of those couple guys that did not play at Marquette.
We got you.
Diebler on the table here as they work on that left hand. Looks like his index finger.
Little manipulation going on right now.
Just got to grit your teeth, hold your breath, let the trainer do his thing.
He's been red hot, Diebler, 3 for 4 from deep, so that's a big loss at the moment.
31-27. Bikes looks like the Bikes we saw in Wichita.
Yes.
Lighty fell down. Acker moves in. Kept the dribble alive. Bikes. And Kraft getting tangled up. He commits the foul on the rebound action.
Well, you're seeing a better job by the Golden Eagles of hitting the offensive glass. Joe Chapman, who has had to love his team's intensity the whole first half, certainly likes the offensive firepower in the second quarter.
The Golden Eagles will take a timeout. 1:22 left in the second.
Hey, right here. It's only a 30. Finish the quarter. Finish the quarter. Good job, Mo. Good shot, Bikes.
Trav, you're taking it out.
Finish the quarter, dude.
And you see Diebler headed back.
Mo. Charlo. Come down the middle. Mo, corner. Charlo down. All right.
I'm taking it out.
Mill, you here, corner. All right, Trav, hey, tell them. If they not looking, Mill.
Hey, man, defense, 1, 2, 3.
Defense. Hey, Rail.
The sights and sounds from the Golden Eagles huddle, brought to you by Puma. As the Golden Eagles get revved up, that will be one tough loss for Carmen's Crew if Diebler can't continue. Travis Diener. Acker to Bikes. Charlo, flash to touch.
Well, we mentioned Mo Charlo. He played at Nevada, 37 years old. Was on some really good Wolfpack teams, and he has fit right in like a glove with this team. You don't run any plays for him. He just plays with great effort.
So in a team of Eagles, a Wolf sneaks in. 31-27.
That would have to come from the Hawks play-by-play guy.
Birds of a feather. Here's Whitey rolling it in. 7 for David.
Love the way he plays downhill. Without Diebler, Whitey becomes that much more important.
Watch the back door, Meeks. Watch the back door, Meeks.
Hacker, or rather Wilson underneath. Spikes travel. This is a constant for Carmen's Crew's defense. They have forced a ton of turnovers throughout the entire tournament.
And part of that reason is they have a guy that's got 3.5 steals a game in Aaron Craft. How about his 7 steals on Sunday versus Overseas Elite?
He's averaging more steals than assists as the point guard for Carmen's Crew. Bigram short.
Every possession is high-level intensity.
The shot clock at 16, game clock at 21 seconds.
Joe Chapman orchestrating a little spacing right now for Mo Acker.
Oh, to the cutting and shooting and missing Derek Wilson. Craft to the basket. Picked off. And the first half ends. Wilson was trying to uncork a 3-quarter court heave, and there was contact, but no whistle. And we have reached the half with $2 million at stake to the winning team. Golden Eagles 31, Carmen's Crew 29. As we go to Jen.
Thanks, Bob. Here with Coach Joe Chapman. Coach, a stale first quarter for you, but man, you found your footing in that second quarter. What's changed?
Well, we had to figure out what they were doing on defense. They had some lot of different lineups out there. They guarding people. So it's about finding out what they're doing and adjusting to it.
Dwight Bikes comes into this game as one of the leading scorers all tournament long. Do you do something to get him going even more in the second half?
Well, sometimes you got the best defender on you. You got to be able to be the decoy. And right now he's picking and choosing the spots and letting that ball move, and that's what we need sometimes throughout the game.
Thanks, Coach. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Bob.
Brent, that was pretty intense that first half.
Two teams that could really put it in the basket, Bob, but we watched practice today and yesterday, and the emphasis on defense was evident. Every basket is being contested. Every basket, every shot, every loose ball. And why? $2 million on the line. For the winner, the loser goes home empty.
No, I know he's going back. We need him. I said we need him.
Yes, you do. BT held a youth basketball clinic yesterday here at Wintrust Arena. 55 kids from Chicago area youth centers wrote essays on TBT held a youth basketball clinic yesterday here at Wintrust Arena. 55 kids from Chicago area youth centers wrote essays on their dreams for their communities in order to participate. Inspiring essays from the group, including kids talking about giving money to charity, everyone being healthy and happy, being able to enjoy school, finding homes for the homeless, and reducing gun violence. As 10-year-old Soraya Jones accurately stated, their dreams for the community are big. She also said, "I dream that one day kids of all different colors can play together outside without being shot or hurt." They were treated to a visit by perennial NBA All-Star guard Chris Paul, the man himself, as well as former Ohio State star and Carmen's Crew guard Aaron Kraft, who both encouraged them to work hard and to keep dreaming. TBT conceived of this youth clinic and brought in former Delaware coach Steve Johnson to help out in organizing. A very successful day for the kids and TBT giving back to our community. 31-29 is your score here at the basketball tournament. Halftime between the Golden Eagles and Carmen's Crew, $2 million on the line. John Diebler has been red hot from deep for the Ohio State alums. He really jammed the index finger on his left hand, had to go back in the locker room and have it examined. Good news for Ohio State, though. He has just walked back out on the court. He does have his fingers all taped up, but hopefully he's going to be okay. All right, now this gentleman needs no introduction to Ohio State fans. Scoonie Penn, a legend back in his playing days, the former coach of this team. Scoonie, you're not coaching this year for a very good reason. We want to congratulate you on your new job as an assistant coach with the Memphis Grizzlies. What are you going to be doing?
All kind of stuff for an assistant coach. A lot of development. You know, coach will give all of us different jobs. I'm just happy to be a part of the organization and looking to get started.
Well, you are more than prepared. How hard is it, though, to watch your guys go into battle tonight without you?
It's not hard at all. We're a family, Buckeye Nation behind them. I stay in contact with the guys. I watch their games, send them messages while they're playing. You know, rough first half. The end of the second quarter was kind of tough, but I think we'll be ready second half.
What would your advice be in the second half as far as adjustments?
Just stay poised. You know, just rely on our defense like we have been, take care of the basketball, and I think that'll lead to a victory.
Well, best of luck to your guys, and we will see you during the NBA season later this year. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
It's going to be an awesome second half of action. Don't forget, Championship Week has been full of all sorts of activities in Chicago. There was a posterizing dunk contest as well, where Will Coleman took home $40,000. We're back in just a moment.
Angie. Watching the game.
I could have gotten you some strawberry shortcake. You just don't get an Oreo.
No, when I asked you how much time I had, you just handed me an Oreo. I know. I got black in my teeth. You know what? Shooting percentages aren't bad. The possessions are longer because the defense is locked in.
Yeah. It's really been a good game. Very intense.
Yep. Every possession.
Yeah. Well, it should be.
Yeah.
He needs to get back in the classroom. Texas.
I can't block him.
Oh yeah. Okay. Beautiful night in Chicago and a great game for the TBT Championship. Golden Eagles lead it by 2. Bob Rathbun and Fran Fraschilla back with you here in the Windy City. So what should we expect in the second half, sir?
More defensive intensity. Every possession is a legal street fight. Shooting hasn't been bad, but both teams' defenses are elongating possessions because there's no easy looks.
Let's check in with Jen with Coach Sullinger.
Thanks, Bob. Coach, first of all, Jon Diebler back out here. He's going to play through the pain. What can we expect? How much can he give you?
Jon Diebler's a player, man. He's a player, and he's going to give us everything he has. So $2 million on the line, don't be surprised. He's going to be out there.
I definitely will not be surprised. All right, you had such an advantage in the first quarter, smothering defense, and then the Golden Eagles hit their stride second quarter. Where do you find an advantage this half?
I just think our shot selection led to their transition. And when we took bad shots, they took advantage and got easy layups or easy transition threes. So as long as our shot selection is within our offense, we should be fine.
Thanks, Coach. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Bob.
Hey, Diebler's a gamer, Fran.
Yeah, I talked to him at halftime, and he told me that he will play. He'll get x-rays after the game, but he's not going to miss this second half. Little zone now by Golden Eagles. They've done this throughout the tournament. They show zone and go man. Maybe they're matching up at it. Let's take a look.
Kraft. Gibbs rolled that easy one off the rim. Wilson.
Too tough a shot right there for Wilson. He could have got a better one.
Great effort by Gibbs to save that rebound. The first half that saw 6 lead changes and 1 tie.
Well, it's hard for teams to get good looks early, and that's why the game scoring is low.
Aaron Kraft from close range. That's his second field goal. Ties it at 31. $2 million on the line tonight for the winning team. And we will get to the Elam ending in the fourth quarter. Cook to the hole.
Good set play right there. They opened up a driving lane for Cook, and he went right down the alley.
Elgin Cook, a Milwaukee native. Played at Oregon. 33-31. Buford gets his own miss. Third chance. Lighty for 3. Hacker up the wing. Trying to go in on Kraft and lost the handle. Well, we are playing for that $2 million prize tonight. And here's a breakdown of the team shares for Carmen's Crew. This year's TBT's winning share will be sent with Zelle. That'll be nice to wake up in the morning and see $140,000 in your bank account.
Absolutely. And by the way, we haven't seen Dimitri McCamey tonight.
Yeah, just a few minutes, less than 2 in that first half.
He was instant offense so far in this tournament.
Lighty gets fouled. The foul charged to Derek Wilson, number 2.
Dimitri McCamey, a high school teammate of assistant coach Evan Turner at St. Joe's right here in Chicago. They were 53-7 during their run under the great Gene Pingatore, who passed away recently. And I would expect with Diebler maybe not be at 100%, to see a little bit more of Meach in the second half, because he's kind of been their microwave.
He has, as evidenced in that effort against Everline Drive. Nine points for David Lighty.
And this is the beauty of having Acker and Wilson out there with bikes. Kraft's occupied with bikes, so you still have 2 solid playmakers. 3-point guard system with 2 and a scorer.
6'5" Elgin Cook. All tangled up, and Ravenel takes it away, and a foul on the Golden Eagles.
Good hands by Ravenel. Cook has had his way early, but the big fella, watch him move his feet now and hold his ground. The former Boston College transfer, who was, I mentioned earlier, a solid role player, had a really good season in Japan a year ago. Has become more of a scoring big man.
A part of that 2011 Final Four team of the Buckeyes. And what's the latest, Jen, on that Carmen's Crew bench?
Well, Bob, you and Fran were asking where McCamey is. He was so hot in earlier games for this team, giving them a tremendous offensive scoring punch. I just talked to assistant coach Evan Turner. He's fine. He's not injured. This is the game plan. They want to save him for clutch time. He's got such a great handle. He's so cool under pressure. You'll see him a little more this third quarter, and then they plan to unleash him in the fourth.
I like that idea, Bob, but clutch time started at the opening tip. You know what I mean? In a game like this.
McCamey, 4-year point guard for the Illini. Been shooting 50% on threes over the last 2 games. And this guy, Buford, has been lighting it up the entire tournament.
He has been as good a scorer as there's been in this tournament. Came in tonight, hovering right under 20, but really efficient.
Cook springs the jumper. Carmen's Crew by 3. 9-minute quarters. We approach the 6-minute mark. And a foul. This will be on Mo Acker. Number 2, the Ocho. ESPN 8 back for the 3rd year with wackier events from around the world. Lawnmower racing, cherry pit spitting, the acrobatic pizza trials, and the live World Cornhole Championship. That is all day tomorrow on ESPN2 and the ESPN app.
Love that cornhole, man. You gotta have a touch. Gotta have good eye-hand coordination.
Buford, change of direction. In and out, stays out. And a foul coming on Carmen's Crew.
Blue ball. Blue ball.
I think they had a wet spot, and Officer Armstrong, saw that and made sure the ball boys came out and got it done.
In charge of officiating and playing conditions. Pressure by Aaron Kraft. Fran mentioned 7 steals in the semifinal victory over Overseas Elite. And what a victory that was, ending the 4-year title run for Overseas Elite.
Look at those hands. Great hands by Kraft again.
Bikes driving. Glass good.
They got the switch, and Ravenel could not move his feet quick enough. Bikes was going downhill and was able to bank it off that glass.
Lighty, great hands defensively. What pressure by the Golden Eagles. Back inside to Gibbs, and they take it away. Cook is fouled at mid-floor by Lighty. Dwight Bikes, 6'3", 190, Fran, powerfully built.
Yeah, watch Kraft get caught on the switch, and so Bikes, as a smart player, he's a pro. He recognized there was no way Ravenel could stay in front of him, and then watch the hands. Quick hands without fouling. Terrific defense by the Golden Eagles. Bob, every single possession since the opening tip, both ways, has been contested.
A one-point affair. And Lighty fouling Jamil Wilson from behind.
Right, 23.
Third on David.
Well, Jamil Wilson has been impressive in this tournament. He played in Italy last year.
David Jeff, switch.
And,
David Jeff, switch.
He would not be the worst player in the NBA. Let's put it that way.
Not by a long shot. Good poke away.
Good hands, Bob Rathbun. I saw that.
About that.
It wasn't Kraft-like, but it was close.
Yes, that was trying to save the day for you.
Well, I would think I had it
anything
covered.
happen to you?
Yeah, I knew you had my back, but it all started because of Aaron Kraft's hands.
Yes.
But I was impressed with you.
I appreciate that.
Not quite Aaron Kraft-like, but pretty good.
Here's Bikes.
Look at that move.
Off the high glass and rolled out. Gets it back, stripped, and Ravenel knocked it away.
Oh, Aaron Kraft is everywhere. He's every bit the defender he was when he played at Ohio State, but he's that much better because he's been a pro the last 5 years.
For Big Ten opponents, the player they love to hate.
No question. Two-time Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. Now, I like this because Carmen's crew has got to adjust. They're playing very physically right now.
You can't go out here.
And Jeff Gibbs is asking, what do I got to do?
You can do this.
And Clarence Armstrong is telling him. Can't extend.
In no uncertain terms.
In no uncertain terms.
36-35. Contact. And Elgin Cook headed to the line. Carmen's crew is in pretty good shape in terms of team fouls. That's going to be now 4 in the period. Both teams will be shooting the rest of the quarter.
And what I love about these rules, because it's a hybrid of college and FIBA, is at the end of the third quarter, the team fouls will reset to 0. So we won't have that parade to the line.
Would you ultimately love to see college basketball go to quarters?
Without a doubt. The only reason it doesn't go is because it's silly, and again, we get paid because of this, TV timeouts. 4 quarters is the way the game should be played. And one of the reasons I love it is because the team fouls reset at the end of every quarter, so you don't have that parade to the foul line. I talked to Brian O'Connell tonight, the lead official, and he is absolutely in agreement with that. And that's a rule that should be changed soon. We've experimented with it in the NIT, and it works great. The game moves faster.
37-36, Golden Eagles by 1. And if you think this has been exciting tonight, wait till we get to the Elam ending. 2-3 zone here. Lighty gets in the middle of it, drives, and scores.
Bad gamble by Bikes. They were in a zone, and once he went for the steal and missed it, nobody covered for Lighty going right down the lane.
38-37. Bikes lobs it. Cook spins. And a foul. Brings us to a timeout. 4-minute mark, third quarter. Carmen's crew 38. Golden Eagles 37. TBT 2019. The $2 million winner-take-all basketball tournament is presented by Puma Basketball.
Something with Mo to get it moving. Is he in?
I think we're going to throw that lob again. Flip lob. E. Cook, dribble handoff. Another dribble handoff to Trav. Rail, get out. Pop out for the shot. It's 2 dribble handoff. You're the trailer at the 4. Yep, you're the 4.
Gibbs, you're rolling. Lighty, you're coming back up, back action.
And afterwards, move to the upper pit. Move to the upper pit.
We would be remiss, Fran Fraschilla, if we did not leave our evening tonight without saluting the 4-time champs. $7 million won by Overseas Elite in taking the TBT championship in 4 consecutive seasons.
An amazing run. Great character guys led by DJ Kennedy and Paris Horn, Justin Burrell. In the past, it was Eric McCollum and Kyle Fogg, and they represented themselves so well in this tournament so well. And classy in defeat as well on Sunday, as we watch DJ Kennedy go over to every Carmen's crew player and wish them luck.
Notre Dame won the first one. Will crown a brand new champion tonight with the famous Elam ending. Free throws for Elgin Cook. Here is the breakdown of the winning share in this year's TBT for Elgin Cook. His winning share will be sent tonight with Zell.
Not a bad couple weeks of work if you can get it. What a great idea by John Mugar, the founder of this tournament. Bob had no idea that this would ever take off the way it has.
And the crowd tonight indicative of how the fans have accepted this as such a great competition. Gibbs gets it to go. He's been struggling, Fran. Big hoop for him.
First basket of the night for Jeff Gibbs, who's been a load inside. Second breakdown by the Golden Eagles when they've gone zone the last couple possessions. Watch this.
Cook on an 8, a diagram play, and Diener hit him right on the button.
Joe, I'm just telling you right now, Joe Chapman is a very good basketball coach. Great out of the timeout right there. And a terrific pass by Diener. Former teammate, by the way.
Tied at 40. Spin by Buford.
He's a professional scorer. Boy, is he a good player.
Elgin Cook has scored 7 of the Golden Eagles' 9 second-half points. Got to get this guy going, too. Jamil Wilson. Tries a post-up, jumps over everybody and banks it in.
You called it. Second field goal of the night for Wilson. And he operated in the low post. That might get him going because he can shoot it as well.
Gibbs again. Hits again.
He might be 6'1", maybe, but he's got a 7-foot wingspan. Jeff Gibbs.
6'1", soaking wet. Here's Acker kicking it. Diener finds it. Gets it out to Mo. Acker lets it go. Good.
Here we go. Here we go.
45-44 Golden Eagles. TBT championship. $2 million. Winner takes all. 2:05 to go, third quarter. Lighty.
Wow.
They are hitting big shots, big time shots.
Who's not having a flashback right now to Diener and Lighty and Kraft?
Acker. Oh, this is fun. Third 3 for Mo.
We say it often, this is why TBT is so good. The skill level is high and the intensity level higher.
Gibbs poked away by McNeil.
There's Jeff Gibbs. He was a high school star at Columbus East. Let's watch Mo Acker. He's going to play in Cannes this year in France.
And CP3,
he loves it.
Loving every second of this.
Yep.
He gets excited for good basketball.
Oh, he's
watching it tonight.
Yep.
Diebler, first appearance in the second half. Kraft to Gibbs. Man at the rim. Diebler has it. One on the shot clock, and McCamey hits.
Secret weapon. And they're going to go check and see if he got it all. They will review this on the shot clock. But that's what Dimitri McCamey can give you. Instant offense.
He's doing his Vinnie Johnson impersonation.
Absolutely. Let's take a look right here.
Was it in his hand?
Ooh,
I think he got rid of it, Fran.
It's close. It's close. Let's take a look at the light also on the backboard.
In his hand.
Yep. There you go. Good piece of officiating. And for the shot clock in college, it's the light, not the horn.
Now let's remember that made 3 in a close game like this when we get to the Elam ending.
Are you thinking it could be a missed opportunity for $2 million maybe?
It might be. The drama continues to build. 48-47.
Got personal? Okay then, you keep looking at me, I'm telling you.
Diener. Whitey has it taken away by Charlo and a hell ball. The arrow gives it to the Golden Eagles. After we're done, stick around for SportsCenter. Bucci and Zubin Mehenti. They'll break down Zach Greinke's first start with the Astros tonight, how Nick Foles is bringing new hope under center in Jacksonville. And we'll go all access with Dabo and Clemson. SportsCenter next on ESPN and the ESPN app. McNeil down. Timeout. Golden Eagles. A 48-47 game. All good. We're coming to the end of the third in TBT.
Down screen to a flare. Go for the dunk. All right? Slip that. Then you slip it.
He curling it?
Yeah, he curling it.
Wait for them screens.
All right? Here we go.
He'll be open. I'm going to hit his ass.
Defense.
Golden Eagles now have 2 timeouts remaining. Carmen's crew has 3. The sights and sound from the huddle brought to you by Puma.
So this is a good opportunity now for the Golden Eagles with that clock at 46 to go 2 for 1 right here with a 30-second clock. You want to get this shot up around 36.
If it's a dead ball here, you're getting Gibbs.
Can they get it right away?
Mo Acker, nice move. Diebler hands it over to Kraft.
Now, I would treat this, if I were Carmen's crew, like the last possession. 4 seconds, unless you get a layup right here, I would not shoot this ball, but these guys are pros. They know what they're doing.
And if they get a matchup they like, Gibbs.
Yes.
Double team from behind by Acker, but the foul on Charlo.
And they did get what they wanted. Jeff Gibbs, he's been in this position his whole career at 6'1", playing in the post. He was a Division III All-American, a national champion for Dick Reynolds at Otterbein. Hard to believe, Bob. I think it's 18 years when you include 1 year in the CBA. Germany and now Japan.
First is a miss. And here's a look at Jeff Gibbs' winning share in TBT. His winning share will be sent with Zell. Yeah, Jeff Gibbs was an All-America in basketball and football.
Can you tell?
We got one shot.
Second shot. Former Division III Player of the Year rolls it home.
I mean, what was Jim Tressel doing back in the day with this guy, huh? How did they miss him?
Tied at 48. Shot clock is off. And all the drama of the fourth quarter is just ahead. Diener gets it out to Wilson. Lighty. Horn sound. And that will be the third quarter. Wow, what a finish we've got coming up. TBT Championship on the line. The Elam ending and $2 million straight ahead.
Actually, Dimitri, come here with it. Yes, Dimitri, come here with it. John. Gibbs. Lighty. Okay? Down screen. Hit. Okay?
Krause, you here. Right to tryout. Meal, strong side corner. All right, dribble handoff.
Keebler is your backside. If they help, it's over with, okay?
I'm going to cut too.
He's a cutter. Yes.
Hey,
or you can. Yes.
All right, it's their ball. All right, they drawing up a play right now. Let's go 2-3. First pass, man to man. All right, here we go.
Hey, let's go, let's go. Last quarter, y'all.
Thursday, we'll have the Sparks as part of our WNBA Game of the Week. They'll host the Mercury at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific on ESPN2 and the ESPN app. And you're looking at Chris Paul on the right, along with several members of the Chicago Sky. And in that Buckeyes t-shirt is one of the great Buckeyes of all time, Ohio Basketball Hall of Famer Jontel Lavender.
Oh, man, she averaged 21 points a game in her 4-year career. From Cleveland Central Catholic to Ohio State to an incredible professional career, both in the WNBA and overseas.
And speaking of the Sparks, she was traded from LA to Chicago. 4-time Big Ten Player of the Year. 48 all. And basically what we'll have is 5 minutes of clock time. When we get under 4, then the Elam ending and a 3 for David Lighty to start things.
Good defense, too. Look at this.
Everybody getting on the deck with $2 million on the table.
Remember what David Lighty did in the fourth quarter on Sunday.
Bike's going in, and that's a travel. David Lighty scored 18 here Sunday against Overseas Elite, 13 in the fourth period.
Watch the defense here by Wilson closing out. No effect on that rhythm jump shot.
David Lighty, a scoring machine.
Hey, we good.
And getting Carmen's Crew off to a quick start here in the fourth quarter. Lighty having a big championship night with 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And the head coach, Jared Sullinger. The D tonight has been outstanding. McCamey. Look at another example. Out of bounds off McCamey.
Yep. Wilson that time. Watch Jameel. First of all, good ball pressure, but Jameel Wilson, watch him work in the back. And here he comes, blocking that shot without fouling. And then it goes off McCamey. Excellent job. And the shooting percentages, Bob, are not bad. As I mentioned earlier, every possession is a longer possession because the defenses are locked in.
Hey, hey, scoot up.
Andrew Rousey will bring it up for the Golden Eagles. Rousey hasn't played since the first quarter. Travis Diener hooks it out to Elgin Cook. Tie game.
Yes, sir. He's improved. He shot 33% at Oregon. But during his pro career, he's getting better at that. And it complements great athleticism as well.
Kraft. Blocking foul on Rousey. It's his second. Elgin Cook now with 16.
Watch the rhythm, Bob. Just catch and shoot. He doesn't dip that ball very much. He gets it off quick. And I'm amazed. I was talking to some of the Marquette people earlier, administrators, and they said, how come we didn't recruit this guy? I mean, he's right in our backyard.
But that's the point you make, Fran. If you're not seeing these guys on a regular basis watching international ball, you can't believe how much better than they are now than they were in college.
Absolutely. Well, they don't go to Psych 101 anymore. They don't go to study hall. They're pros.
Aaron Kraft carries it up and in.
That's his move. You cannot let him go right. And you know what? He doesn't care. He still goes right.
Carmen's Crew by 2.
Oh,
dangerous handle by McNeil. Bikes. A lot of congestion in front of that Golden Eagles bench. Now spacing is Cook. High balls the drive on Ravenel. Bikes 6 on the shot clock. Step back.
McCamey was a great passer at Illinois, but he can score now. You know, I was talking to Travis Diener today about Aaron Kraft, and I said, have you played against each other? He said, yes, one time last year in Italy. I said, what's your strategy? He said, you can't use more than 2 dribbles versus. You cannot play with the ball. You've got to make your move, give it up, and get it back. And he's driving Bikes a little crazy right now.
And on the baseline, a foul on Mo Acker, and that's going to be his 3rd. Team fouls are something else to consider as we get toward the Elam ending.
Oh, yeah, because you want to be able to score easily. Watch Aaron Kraft right here. Quick move. And there's the foul.
We come back with the out-of-bounds pass up top to Ross. Drives in, taken away, and a hell ball arrow to the Golden Eagles. Just outstanding defense by Elgin Cook.
Cook and Wilson have been terrific. Watch the drive, and watch Cook just grab the basketball. That's just a smart play. I guarantee you, as a freshman at Oregon, he would have whacked the guy in the arm.
Bikes, wrap around, and a foul. I believe it's going to be whistled on Aaron Kraft from behind.
I spent 2 years at Ohio State when Chris Spielman played there, and Aaron Kraft, to me, is the Chris Spielman of basketball. He's not the best player to ever play at Ohio State, but he's one of those guys that epitomizes Buckeye basketball. Does that make sense?
Yes.
In the state of Ohio, he's a god. I don't want to over dramatize now, but he's one of the most popular players to ever play at the Ohio State University.
Cook missed it, knew it, trying to get the offensive rebound, but Lighty has it for Carmen's Crew. They're up by 2. 2.5 minutes away from the Elam ending. Ravenel. Tough pass at close quarters. Lighty just short.
Man, he's not going to miss that off, and he winced.
Bikes.
That's the D.
Look at Kraft move his feet. My goodness. Now there's a whistle. Bikes is a lot to handle, but that was textbook defense by Kraft.
All the way. It might not have been, let's see who committed that foul, but this is, what a battle right here. Watch Kraft and Bikes. Now, Bikes has a bag of tricks, so take a look. A little bump at the edge, good call. And I like that from Bikes because he's got to start to get going. You see Kraft ride Bikes out there in an easy call.
He's going to that corner. Right.
This has been so competitive. Third on Aaron Kraft. The largest lead in the second half for either team is 3 points.
Aaron Kraft pleading his case right now.
You thought he was out of control? That was a good move, just like you made down that end. You didn't give me a foul down there. Down there. You made the layup. Nobody touched it. Nobody touched it.
Is this great? Officer Armstrong.
He always has the last word.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Because he's got the whistle.
Tied at 53. Lighted. Inside, knocked away by McNeil.
McNeil wanted a foul.
Bikes to the hole. Oh, he left it short. Kraft the other way. McCamey controls it. Buckeye alums have it with 5:47 left in the fourth.
We're getting closer, Bob.
Yes, sir. Minute 47 to the Elam ending. And Coach Sullinger wants a timeout. All even at 53 in Chicago.
Who's guarding you? Who's guarding you? Perfect. Who's in? Gibbs. Who guarding you?
Hey, I got real niggas guarding me too. Everybody got this.
Everybody got a mismatch. Okay.
Bike's the bigger guard. Bike's got me.
AC, we're running 44, but AC, you set the down screen. After you set the down screen, just get out the way. Will, it's your side. It's just a down. You're going to set a down screen for Will. If Akers switch it, he's on the elbow by himself. Okay.
Okay. So Dimitri, get the ball.
Dimitri, off the zipper. Take it out, Dave. Off the zipper. Set the down screen for.
Other side, Will.
Yes.
Together. 1, 2, 3. Together.
Sights and sound from the huddle brought to you by Puma.
Looks like they're going to set something up for Aaron Kraft, who has certainly been crafty tonight getting to the basket.
Hey, pressure rail. Don't let him get it.
The scouting report on Kraft is force him to the left hand, and Golden Eagles have not done that.
McCamey. Buford against the excellent defender Elgin Cook.
Oh, man.
And it drops in, hit the heel, and fell in. And a great contest.
Great contest. Terrific footwork by Buford to create a little separation and then get that fortuitous bounce.
2-point lead for Carmen's Crew. And Cook is fouled. Every pass, every shot, a challenge.
Without a question. Take a look right here. Good D. Look at the step back move. Tough shot. Soft touch. He drops it in.
Elgin Cook can get him back at the foul line now for the Golden Eagles. He's had big games in this tournament. 21, 26, 21 here against Team Hines in the semifinals.
I need straight in here.
A lot of these guys who will be heading overseas have not yet committed to teams. And I think this tournament, particularly this weekend, is helping some of these guys raise their stock. I really do. Elgin Cook played in Croatia last year at Cedevita. I could see him just continuing to move up the ladder, although that's a historic program.
55-54. A minute to go before the Elam ending. Lighty.
Short.
Gibbs on the doorstep. Picks up the air ball and lays it home. 57-54. Wilson hits it, ties the game. Big three for Jamil Wilson.
Yep. No hesitation.
McCamey Brings it out. 4.5 to play. Whitey takes a peek at the shot clock. Onto the double team. Craft drives it. Left hand. No good. Foul.
Watch this quick release right now by Jameel Wilson out of the corner. Catch and shoot, defended well, knocks it down. And then Aaron Craft, we told you he gets to the basket. And that time he does it, he gets fouled.
First time at the line tonight for Aaron Craft. He's scored 6. Looking to fracture this tie. Elam ending is upon us in 19 seconds. When we get under 4, the target score will be set. We'll take the teams that's leading their score at 8 points for the target score, and the first team to reach that number will win $2 million.
That's the first free throw Craft has missed in the TBT.
Comes back to get the second. 58-57. Travis Diener back in now for the Golden Eagles, and this is usually the time of the game where he comes to life.
A lot of switching out front.
Spikes, driving, blocked. Rebound goes to Carmen's Crew. And they take the timeout to set the target score. Add 8 to the total of Carmen's Crew. They bring out a pair of 6s. And here we go. The Elam ending. Everything on the line. 6:58-57, Carmen's Crew.
AC, Willie B. Down screen here. Down screen. They switch it. Post him at the elbow. Hey, you got to get out of there. Get out of there. Hey, you want me to stay here or get out? Get out. Give him the whole side. The baseline.
Who am I missing? Terrell.
Get a stop.
Dive. If that's not open, Meal, come set one for him. Pop. All right? We need stops. Stops and rebounds. Stops and rebounds. Let's go. Let's finish it.
AC, Willie B. Down screen here. Down screen. They switch it. Post him at the elbow. Hey, you got to get out of there. Get out of there, yeah.
Dive. Hey. If that's not open, Meal, come set one for him. Pop. All right? We need stops. Stops and rebounds. Stops and rebounds. Let's go. Let's finish it.
Here we go, Bob. Two huddles. Now it just comes down to who executes in this final 8 points to the Elam ending.
We talked about the game clock being turned off. The shot clock will continue. So you do have that pressure, and a poke away. Bikes has it. And the Golden Eagles with a big steal. 58-57. First team to get to 66.
Yep, Cook's been outstanding. This guy can get it going.
Buries a three. Wilson with his second three of the fourth quarter. The Golden Eagles are 6 points away from $2 million.
Little horns action. Let's see. They're going to try to get that ball at the elbow.
Whitey scoops into Buford. The man they call Willie B gives it up. Whitey inside, outside, McCamey. Kraft gets it. Bounce inside, the foul. And Gibbs took some punishment.
Aaron Kraft kept that ball alive on the backside with an offensive rebound. There's Wilson, rhythm three. He can shoot it from deep. And there you see Kraft after the rebound, and Jeff Gibbs, who gets poked in the eye. What did Jeff turn? 38? 39?
39 on Sunday.
39 on Sunday.
Well, they give Jeff Gibbs a couple of moments. Here's how the winning share for the Golden Eagles. Seth Lizelle breaks down. Evenly divided. $120,000 a man.
He shot 78% this year in Japan.
$59 points for Carmen's crew, 7 away. Diener back in. Jarrell McNeil is in.
Got three of the great guards to ever play at Marquette in the game right now. McNeil, Bikes, and Diener.
Two crucial points for Carmen's crew. First team to 66 wins it.
Diebler back in. He's going to guard Diener.
And he's got some daylight. Kraft goes down, travels. $60 all and a timeout for the Golden Eagles. The fans of the Marquette alums, the fans of the Ohio State alums, everyone on their feet for the Elam ending. Tripp, his own man.
Yeah, he slipped, got tripped, and good call by the officials. Three outstanding officials tonight.
All right, Jarrell. Who's else in? DB, you here. Set the screen, here. Catch it here, double stagger for Mills. All right, here, right into it. Here we go. Execute. Finish. 1, 2, 3. Execute.
Sounded like, Bob, they want to go to Jarrell McNeil. But what we've seen tonight from both defenses is they usually blow up the first part of a set. And you must make a play out of a broken play.
Golden Eagles go inside for one of the rare times. 11 of their last 13 field goal attempts have been threes.
Bikes did not take Kraft's challenge.
McNeil pressured by Buford. He loses it. And the ball belongs to Carmen's crew.
In the Elam ending, you can review any of the calls you can in college when there's a 4-point or less difference. And they're going to check this right now. It looked like it slipped out of Jarrell McNeil's hands, but given the severity of this possession, they're going to check it. Let's watch.
That was off McNeil, don't you think?
I thought so. Easy call. Fastest replay of the season.
Don't we wish all replays were that fast? Across all sports.
You know, this crew, kudos to TBT, because you cannot run this kind of tournament without having high-level officiating.
Fans standing for the finish. This is some kind of exciting. Up top to Lighty. Shovels it to Kraft. Bounce across. Good!
How about Jeff Gibbs? 6'1" and 39 years old.
And a steal by Diebler. And the Carmen's Crew team is 2 away from winning. John Diebler, who hasn't taken a shot in the second half with that dislocated finger, comes up with a huge defensive play.
Listen, everybody, calm down. Calm down, it's still a game.
Watch the old man inside going to work. Kraft with the dime and the finish by the 39-year-old Gibbs. And then John Diebler, who told us at halftime he'll get x-rays after the game, but he was not going to miss this.
Diebler stepping in beautifully. And no chance for Wilson to get a piece of it.
Listen. Switch everything, run him off the three-point line. Switch everything and run him off the free throw line. Listen, we're running 77 again. Yes, 77.
Double stagger away. Look for it. If it's not there, Jay Mill, come set it. Pop to the corner. Yep.
Believe, man. Go, man. Believe. 1, 2, 3.
Believe.
Here's what I think, Bob.
We're good.
I think given the fact that the Golden Eagles are on the ropes right here with one possession for Carmen's Crew, you have to look for a good opportunity for a three. We saw Diener bank 2 in a row on Sunday and end the game. And I'm not telling you to take a bad one, but if the three is there, you've got to take a serious look at taking it. You have to make this a 2-possession game instead of a 3-possession game.
Is it a little tougher for Diener in a half-court situation?
Absolutely. It's got to come off penetration, drive, and kick. It can't be off a set play.
Gibbs, the power forward, out to guard him, and they spring the trap and foul. And it's going to be on Gibbs as Diener went down.
But they're not going to shoot it because it's only 4. And what Carmen's Crew is doing, they're switching all those handoffs, so the screens are being negated by good switching.
5 on Jeff Gibbs. Shot clock set to 20. Carmen's Crew 2 points away from the Elam ending.
Go get it, Mo.
Huge possession here for the Golden Eagles and an errant pass. Now they can win it. Aaron Kraft gives it up to Lighty. David looking, spins for the win, blocked. Akers got it. The Golden Eagles survive. 3-ball gets him right back in it. From the wing, Wilson. Tipped out. Controlled by the Golden Eagles.
Great hustle. Saved the possession by Bikes. They're switching, so there's no airspace right now.
Acker driving, faking, kicking it back. Bikes. And a foul on Cook.
Oh, and I think he's going to shoot 2 to win it.
He is. William Buford steps up to the free throw line. If he makes both, Carmen's Crew will win TBT and $2 million.
He has not missed a free throw in this tournament.
William Buford will shoot this free throw for $2 million.
There is nothing the Golden Eagles can do right now but pray.
Here it comes. And it's over. Carmen's Crew, the champions. They knocked off the Kings, and they become the new king of TBT. The money ball from William Buford.
It was a legal street fight tonight here on the southeast side of Chicago.
As intense a game as you'd ever want to see. Satch. That is Satch Sullinger, and he is a happy man.
He taught his son well, not only on the court as a player, but he showed a little bit of dad's coaching acumen as well.
For one final time, Carmen's Crew makes its way to the big board. They'll accept the trophy and put their name as champion.
How you doing, man? Great to see you.
The trophy being presented to Carmen's Crew. And the man who made it happen, William Buford, standing by with Jen.
Indeed, congratulations, William. Were those the most nerve-wracking free throws you've ever shot?
No, not really. I've been preparing for that moment for a long time. Just some game-winning free throws, and it came through. And my teammates had faith in me, and I knocked them down.
Guard play was so important to this team this year with Jared Sullinger moving to the bench because you lost size.
Yeah.
What was the strategy going in for you and Dave Lighty?
Just play as hard as we can. We know Dave's going to give it 100%. We know Kraft, they're going to lead the way, and then we just got to follow them. So, me and Lighty, we just try to hold down a little bit of the scoring load and just take it from there.
How much fun is this? What's the emotion like to win this with your brothers?
It's always great to win with my brothers. I wouldn't rather do this with anybody else. And I love these guys to death, man. I'm glad I won this with them.
Enjoy the win. Thanks, William.
I'm sorry.
Enjoy the win. Congratulations. Stay right here. We've got a $2 million check presentation coming up. For now, let's head to Sports Center. Zubin and Bucci will be back in a moment. Test. Y'all got me? anyway.
Go to your account. Make sure it goes right.
Guys, the $2 million celebration is in full swing here as Carmen's Crew, the Ohio State alumni team, takes the grand prize. Allow me to introduce you to John Mugar, the founder of the basketball tournament. John, with an ending like this, is this the type of basketball you envisioned when you started TBT?
Absolutely. You got to give credit to Golden Eagles alumni first and foremost. Great game by them. All 64 teams we had this year played great basketball.
Indeed they did. All right, the CEO of Zelle, Al Coe, thank you for your support and your sponsorship. You're about to give away $2 million.
Be still my heart. What an incredible game. I'm honored to send $2 million on behalf of TBT to this year's champion, Carmen's Crew. Yeah!
Congratulations to the Ohio State alums. Bucci Zubin, we will send it back to you and the Sports Center crew.
Ninja Turtles. Gosh, dang. Crazy. And we started out 10. Gave up that 3. Where we going? Where we at?
Guys, thanks so much. Here with the heart and soul of this Ohio State team, Aaron Craft. Aaron, first of all, the emotion, what it means to you to win this with your family, your brothers.
That's exactly what it means. You know, we were talking about it all yesterday. The money's great. It's great for all of us, but it's great to win something with this group of guys. We just love hanging out together. We truly love being with one another. So to be able to put this stamp on this team with this guys means everything.
You had smothering defense throughout this game. Dwight Bikes is not an easy guy to contain. How did you achieve it?
It's all the team. You know, they're a great team. They had a bunch of shooters out there that can light it up at any moment, and they caught us a few times, but we just stayed the course, did what we believe in, and Willie B came big for us.
Yes, he did. The Elam ending is such a unique twist. What was the strategy tonight?
No, I think our strategy hasn't changed the whole tournament. We want the ball, we want that first possession, so called that timeout, and getting a bucket early is huge. It just calms all the nerves, and John Diebler with the biggest steal of his life, I think. It's just how the ball goes. I love it. I love these guys.
With an injured finger, no less. Aaron Craft, congratulations. Enjoy.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Guys, we'll send it back to you.